Huh.
Morning, peasants. It's Sunday morning. I've got to stop saying a lot. It's Sunday morning. It's about 12 minutes past 9 in the morning. It's the 12th of June, and the weather, as you can see, is changeable. I'm a bit miffed actually because it's been gorgeous all week, but unfortunately because I work away I can't ride my bike during the week, so the only time I can ride is at the weekends. And if it's raining at the weekends, I'm screwed. I've got to wait another week. It's been gorgeous for the last 2 weeks, and I must admit last weekend we were really up. It was red hot. It was 26, 27 degrees, and I did manage to get quite a few hours out on the bike. But when you come home from work and you just want to ride, and it's absolutely hammering it down outside, nah. I've come out today. I don't like getting my bike wet. I don't mind riding in the wet, but I don't like getting my bike wet. But I'll chance it today. I think it's going to hold off till the afternoon at some point. But I thought I'd just check in, take you out for a morning ride. Don't know where we're going. Go out for a morning ride, and I've got exciting news. As you'll probably know from the previous video, I've got an SC Projects conic exhaust coming for the Street Triple. I am so excited. I wonder what kind of box it's going to come in. Hope it's coming in a lovely shiny silver box with ribbons around it. I'm quite excited about it. So when that comes in, we'll do an unboxing. What else have I been up to? Not a lot really. The football's on, but I don't watch that shite. It's rubbish. I'd rather watch fucking paint dry. Slow drying paint. There doesn't seem to be much traffic about this morning. I'm just wondering whether that's because of the football last night, whether everybody's got a hangover and stayed in bed. But it's like I've got the road to myself. It's fucking awesome. Oh, there's some cars there. Damn it. Still. Yeah, I thought I'd come out and give the bike a blast. I've ridden it, I think, once since I took it to Triumph regarding the ticky noise. That I've kind of forgotten about now. I don't really pay much attention to it. It did annoy me at first. Frickin' get out my frickin' way. I'm on a frickin' Sunday morning frickin' ride, you frickers. I'm not going, well, yeah, they're going the speed limit, so that's fair enough. That one thing that really does piss me off is when you're in, I don't know, a 50 mile an hour limit and some twat's doing 36. Why? Is it because you're old? Is it because you're stupid? Is it because you can't fucking see where you're going? Is it because you don't know what you're doing? Why? Also, I've noticed I travel to work on a Monday morning. Because I work away, I travel at after clock on a Monday morning. Normally about 3 o'clock in the morning. And I find myself on the motorway at 3 o'clock in the morning doing 70, 75 miles an hour. I've got plenty of time to get there. I always leave myself about an hour's grace, so if I do come across any road closures or accidents, which I have done in the past, just even at 3 o'clock in the morning, you come across, come on Mr. Cyclist, you come across motorists in the middle lane all by themselves, nothing for miles, The fuck's all that about? Get in the other lane. And I was talking to a colleague at work, and he's from Nottingham, unfortunately. It's not his fault. And he said, yeah, he says a lot of people where I live call that the lorry lane. I said, you what? He said, yeah. They call it the lorry lane. I said, I've never heard that before. I said, well, why do they call it the lorry lane? It might be an obvious question, but he says, well, they believe that lane is just for lorries. They're not allowed in it. That's the lorry lane. I'm thinking, fucking hell. Where do these people get the licenses from? Did they go to Spa and buy one from under the counter? Well, yeah, he said, no, truthfully, he said a lot of people think that is a lorry lane and they're not allowed in it and they have to stay in the middle lane. So I'm thinking, well, these guys at 3-4 o'clock in the morning in the middle lane must be those people that think that is a lorry lane. Pissing me off. I shouldn't admit it really, but why should I have to swap 2 lanes just to get round them? So I just purposely come up beside them quite slowly and just stare at them as if to say, the fuck are you doing? And then as I'm going past on the left hand side, I just put my left hand indicator on, but they don't move. You can see half a mile down the road when they're in the rear view mirror, they're still fucking there. They just don't want to move. A lot of people I know are nervous on the motorways, and that's the reason they stay in the middle lane, because they don't like being too near the Armco in the fast lane, and they don't like the lorries on the inside lane, so they stay in the middle lane. Trees are very green, aren't they, in June? I like June. You've still got some summer to look forward to, and it could be good. Whereas when you get to August, you've already had a shit summer, and you've only got fucking winter to look forward to. But June's good because there's still the hope, there's still promise of a good summer. And so far, we've not done too bad this year, I don't think. I got out on the bike quite a bit. Not got it wet too often. In fact, last time I got it wet was when it went for its service, and it got properly wet. I was soaked, but it's okay. She came back, I gave her a nice hot bath and a dry down. Do any of you lot out there have those motorcycle dryers? I looked at them and I thought, Jesus, how can you charge what must be nearly 100 quid? 100 quid for a blow dryer. That's all it is a big blow dryer. I'm thinking, nah, it can't be right. It's just obviously a cylinder with a blade inside, blowing air out, and alright, 1 or 2 of them have heating elements in them as well, and then you just get a Hoover hose with a freaking nozzle on the end, and they want 100 quid for it. I don't know. What's wrong with a compressor? You can vary the output of air so you don't damage anything by blowing wind into it. Look, I just use the compressor. I put it on about 20-25 psi. Use the gun and just blow all the water down, starting from the top down. I think the main one for me is the radiator, because that does hold a lot of water on the outside. I know it holds water on the inside, dickheads, but it holds a lot of water on the outside as well, between the fins, and if it sits there too long it'll just end up rotting the radiator. But yeah, so I just blow that out, and then it blows shit all over the engine, and then I gotta really hose that bit down again and then dry that bit off. But it keeps me out of mischief. I enjoy doing it. Woo! Big turbine. I like those. People have different opinions, don't they? But I kind of like them. Frickin' pumps. That's one thing I wanted to talk about while we're sat here. Miles per gallon. Where is it? We're on your frickin' thing. There we go. miles per gallon. No. Is that it? What is that? Yeah. 56.3. Is that good? Not bad? I think that's alright. Got a fairly quick bike. 56 miles to the gallon. I think that's belting. Obviously it's not carrying any weight about, it's not carrying windows and doors and air conditioning about, but still pretty good for all the fun you have. You can play out for a morning on a Sunday in the sunshine, piss off over the Yorkshire Dales, scare yourself shitless, come back, it's cost you 14 quid. Fucking happy days. How much do you spend in a pub of a Saturday night? I bet you can blow 60 quid easy, and you end up going home, falling asleep on the sofa, waking up with a freaking terrible hangover, feeling crap, and it's cost you 60 quid. I know which I'd rather do. Matching cyclists. Yeah, so 56.3 since new. I think that's pretty good. What? It's freaking 50. Oh, he's turning. I'll let him off. I was going to open up a whole can of rave on that mofo. Oh, Mr. Motorcycle, fuck you then. Jesus. Oh, she has got shorts on. Very short shorts. It's not that kind of weather. Yeah, there's still a few damp patches about, and I think over the tops there's going to be even more, so we'll have to be careful today. That sounded gay. We'll have to be careful today. Fuck off. I'm actually coming to the end of the contract I've been working on for the last 15 months, where I've been working away, and I should be working from home for the foreseeable, which is going to be good because it's going to be the middle of summer and I'm going to be able to ride my bike whenever I want. Hello, fatty! I'm sorry if you do watch this, you're probably not fat, but you look fat, fatty. With your fatty panniers. Probably got burgers in there. There's another one coming. Where are all these bikes coming from? It looks like it might be raining further north, but we're going that way and it's sunny, so yay! Is he going to turn right? No, he's not turning right. Oh, I thought he would have gone that way. Moving up. Dire wolf. Very small one.